Are you familiar with the team method?
Twerk, eat, meat. Nobody's listening, right? Hi, Andy.
Hello.
So excited to chat with you for an hour as though no one were listening.
Oh, yeah.
Is anyone listening? I guess is my first question I ask on this here show.
Yeah. Let me send a huge thanks to everyone that jumped in with pillow recommendations. I need a new pillow. You are disgusted by my pillows. They're actually in the wash right now. That's one of the comments I want to address. Anne said, wash the pillow.
Yes.
Still may need a new one. Good luck. Picking a new pillow is a thing. Yes, Anne, it is a thing. But so many people reached out. I went with A. Swain 76's recommendation, and there were other people too that said, get the Coop or Co-op pillow. I'm going to try that out, and we'll see if it's any good.
Do we think it's Coop or Co-op?
I don't know.
I'd like to know.
I don't know. So I'm going to try that. I will keep everybody posted on my pillow journey.
Oh, I'm so excited to be on this journey with you because I myself am on a journey.
What's going on with this?
Okay, you might notice something new.
Yeah.
It's not just my Quince red sweater.
No.
I'm trying a wing on. I'm trying a wing. Wings aren't just for panty liners these days. Wait, I'm trying to find this person who I'm obsessed with.
So you think you're ready to fly?
Well, I'm definitely not ready to fly because I put it on and then so we tried out a little video test this morning. I don't like how it looks, but I'm also new. And when I mean wings, I'm talking about eyeliner.
You got some eye makeup going on. It's cool. It's like...
Do you like it?
I don't think this is your daily driver.
Do you think it...
I think you're obsessed with somebody on Instagram.
I am.
What I think.
Trevor Barrett. Okay, I've discovered Trevor Barrett, who is this young man. I just love him. He lives in Amish country.
What?
Yeah.
This guy lives in Amish country?
He sure does.
Okay,
he's
Pennsylvania
a
or
youngster.
something?
He's like 25 or something.
Okay.
He's one of the prettiest human beings I've ever laid eyes upon.
Sure.
He inspires me in so many ways. He is a makeup artist.
It seems like he's a huge makeup influencer, right? Doesn't he have millions of followers?
He has 1.3 million, but what's really cool is he hit 1 million in August.
Oh.
So he's of the moment. And I would like to say I'm an early-ish adopter.
I don't know if you can
He's
say
been
that
on there
when
for
someone
8
has
years
1
or
million.
so, but
Okay.
he does makeup tutorials now on top of just the makeup, which he does it in such a kind way. Makeup is, I've said it over the years 1 million times. I'm so overwhelmed by it. I wish I knew how to do it. We watched these girls on Love Island basically doing I don't know, putting so many layers of things. It's like they're doing the Sistine Chapel on their faces. They come out looking like airbrushed, painted, glorious. Now, I don't know what that would look like in real life.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how to do any of it.
And this guy, you feel like shows you how to do it better than other tutorials?
Well, in the sense that he really holds your hand through it, and he has such a kind heart.
Uh-huh.
And he's saying it with such compassion, whereas I think some other makeup artists expect you to know just the basics. And he's speaking to people like me who know nothing, who've somehow stumbled through 46 years of life, barely getting by, throwing a mascara on and a lipstick.
Do you truly think, I would love to see his analytics. You think you're his target demographic?
No, I think he has he casts a wide net, and here's why. Mm-hmm. He's beautiful.
Yeah.
He's so kind and gentle.
Yeah.
His voice is mesmerizing.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a way on Instagram. You fall asleep listening to stuff, which I find a little psychotic. Mm-hmm. But I could see myself falling asleep to the dulcet tones of his voice.
Okay. You could probably just turn on his feed, maybe.
And does it just kind of play?
I don't know. Or you could loop your favorite video. I think that would work.
He's funny.
Okay.
There's an eyeliner tutorial he does for guys.
That is funny. You showed me
And
that.
he speaks. in a different way.
Can you play just a clip of his normal things?
Yes, I will. So these are the do's and don'ts of removing makeup, which is actually the clip that sucked me in because I don't know how to wash makeup off my face. Like, I probably wear makeup 50% of days and then 50% I don't. But the days that I'm wearing makeup, especially what's it called? Mascara. I like get stressed out at night. How am I going to take this shit off? And then it's smudged and we use white towels and they're a mess. And anyway, here he goes.
Like this. Irritated, makeup still left over, and possibly even causing you breakouts.
That is a smooth
Don't make
voice.
the same
It really
mistakes that I
is.
did. Let me teach you the do's and don'ts for an easy and effective makeup removal. First, don't only use makeup wipes to remove your makeup, especially non-biodegradable ones. While they may be effective for touch-ups or switching out a lip color, they're really not effective at removing a full face of makeup. The dragging necessary can really rub against and irritate the skin.
See, aren't you mesmerized?
Okay, I am pretty mesmerized. Now, there's two things going on, okay?
Okay.
One, I'm not surprised that it took a man to teach you how to do makeup, okay?
Ew. Gross. But yeah.
Two.
I needed Trevor.
Two, I think you are, okay, is it just the voice or it's everything, right?
Is everything like this? He's speaking to me. He's going, hey, bitch, but not bitch because he's so nice. But he's going, hey, you dummy, but not dummy because he's so nice. You are stressed out about this thing. Let me guide you. And here's everything you need. And I'm saying it so step by step. So, because you have always felt embarrassed and stupid about in this area.
Are you bringing that to this party? Is that the like subtext you think he's saying to you?
No, he is not. No, yes, I'm bringing that to the party.
Okay, yeah, okay. Okay.
But he really holds your hand through it. And there's no... I think that the makeup world is a little cutthroat and kind of like...
Okay, hold on. I'm sure there's part of that. I think I can remember my first time getting a glimpse of this world. I was with Death by Romy. We were having a session.
Yes, and I'm an incredible music artist that you were working with a ton.
Yes, and we were talking about something, and she was like, I just can't stop watching this girl's... She's a makeup person, like... And I'd never watched a makeup video. It's a whole huge genre on social media.
I might step into it.
Okay, well, hold on. Just a minute.
I might.
Just a minute. You're coming off as like potentially a little basic. This is my thought that I'm thinking. This guy is great.
He would never call me basic.
Hold on. He's great. He's kind. Great voice. Great face. Great tips. Seems very practical and great. I think that you might be getting also caught up in just this genre that you've maybe never seen one of these videos done well.
No, I've seen them.
Because I can remember being with Romy and her showing me one and being like, oh, wow, this is sort of mesmerizing because it's slow paced and there's a transformation happening.
You know what? You're the basic bitch right now. You know why?
Why?
You think I haven't seen these like get ready with me. Do you know that?
But are you
GRWM?
But who are you?
Remember?
But who are you watching? Are you watching the young guns? Are you watching ones that are like 40-year-old women being like, "This is how you do it"?
No. Okay. So you're so stupid.
I don't think so. I think you're so stupid.
The Get Ready With Me, GRWM.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Of course, I've seen a million times. It's now been adopted by people who are also doing their makeup to also spread another message because it is mesmerizing to see. And it's like you're peeling back the curtain, you know, to see someone's like intimate, doing your makeup or your skincare is very intimate.
Sure.
And so they're also going like, let me tell you a little bit why the like HB Bill blah, blah, blah is da-da-da-da.
No, see, that's not what you want. That's not what you want.
Can you shut the fuck up?
Oh, okay. Okay, go on.
No, but
This guy wouldn't act like that to me. You're not being kind. Just saying. What's his name? Trevor?
Act like what? Oh, shut the fuck up? No,
Yeah.
of course he wouldn't.
What's
He's
his
an
name again?
angel on earth. Trevor.
Okay.
Barrett. Now, there was this girl who I followed who did Get Readies with me, who had, this is dark and sad.
Oh my God. Okay, but yeah, okay.
Oh, what was her name? She recently passed away. She was 14 and she
Okay, no.
had
This is
pediatric
dark.
cancer, but she would do Get Ready With Me's that she found joy in them. I really enjoyed watching her. I really got to find her name because
What a turn. What a turn.
Well, anyway, I was really sad. I almost told you about it, but it wasn't appropriate timing. But like when I saw that she had passed away, it was really sad because she did these get ready with me's, and she had like 1.5 million followers, and she had pediatric cancer for 11 out of 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
But she would also use that platform as she did these sincere, this is how I do makeup. She liked to dye her hair and stuff. Also spreading awareness about pediatric cancer, very important. So what else?
I can't say anything now. Okay, you literally just chopped my legs off. And you want to know what? I had plenty more to say, but it's like over. You can't and I don't even think it's fair that you pulled that card. And I do think that's a super sad thing, but also,
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about like these people that they're making makeup tutorials. I'm not talking about the evolution into the get ready with me, talking about cancer and all that
I've
stuff
seen
too.
makeup tutorials. Here's the thing. Grown-ass women makeup is different from young girl makeup. So it's also really hard to find. And it might be that... What? Can you not take me seriously with my wings?
Yeah. You're talking about, I don't know if Trevor's making these for you.
No. He is like, the basics of removing makeup is for everyone.
Well, yeah. Okay, of course.
And then like how to do wings. I've never known how to do wings. So it's just going to be a lot of trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
I might try a makeup get ready with me this weekend, film for my Instagram where I am going to try to put makeup on.
Okay.
And like, I'm learning how to do makeup for the first time at 46 years old.
Well, that's a whole other type of content where you have the people go on the journey with you, where you're not an expertise. Is that the name for it?
Expert.
You're not an expert until you are an expert.
See?
And oh boy, what can happen if people go on that entire journey and then you become an authority and look where you began.
Exactly. This mess. I mean, I don't think it's bad actually for my first time.
You don't?
I think.
I'm fucking with you. I had to do that. Sorry.
What do you think of it?
I think it's fun. I think
Okay.
it's super fun.
Kind of, I was thinking about fall and like.
I don't know what it has to do with fall, unless maybe like cats and fall and like.
Yeah, and like it's actually brown.
Halloween
it's
imagery
not black.
and stuff.
It's like a brown. It's a light brown wing.
Oh, okay. What's going on with your shading up there?
What shading?
You're shading too, right? On the eyelid?
Yeah, eyeshadow.
Okay.
But there's so much for me to learn. I mean, this is why I want to do it and kind of follow Trevor's guidance, which I don't know if I'm sure it's not geared for me.
Okay, I really do want to see you make these videos so bad. And hold on. Because you've probably thought about this. What do you imagine your first video, if you're doing this kind where you're talking about other stuff, what are you talking about?
Oh, I'm not going to talk about other stuff, actually.
Not in the beginning. You're talking about more of like that I want to figure
yeah.
out how to do makeup.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then
I can't juggle and ride a unicycle at the same time. I have to first learn how to do both separately.
right. And how do you think people will sound off in the comments? Is it more like with their own pointers or like, oh no, that's good, or like you're on the right track, or
I mean,
what kind of community are you building?
God, I can't even see. You ruin things.
No, I do not.
I'm excited to try this thing to like dip my toe in the water, and you're already getting in my head about what community I'm building.
Well, I want to see how many steps ahead you've gotten, because you sometimes get an
I
idea
do.
and you are 10 steps down the road. So I was kind of gauging that.
I'm very excited about the makeup line I'm putting out with Trevor Barrett for middle-aged women.
Does he have his own makeup line?
He sure should.
That's the name of the game right there.
My product recommendations. No, he just has product recommendations. I'm sure.
Won't be long.
L'Oreal and whoever. L'Oreal. I've just aged myself like decayed. Like
say one thing.
Urban Decay.
What's that?
That's old. That's still like 20 years old.
What about the Rihanna one? Is that old too?
Probably.
What
but
about Mac? Mac Attack.
No, Mac is so old. But Rihanna, and I forget what it's called, but I do use her pressed powder, translucent pressed powder.
That's cool.
But I don't have any makeup. I purchased an eyeshadow palette that I guess you can see. But what I don't want to do is start to look sloppy.
Okay.
Because that could easily happen during
With
this
the
journey.
makeup, you mean?
Yeah, where I'm using too much, the wrong kind.
Trying too much too fast, maybe?
I don't want to look overly made up. Okay. Oh, I've never put on false eyelashes.
And that's something you think you're going to do now?
Well, just for a special event.
Right.
If we ever have one again, I don't know.
Okay.
What do we have now? One thing a year that maybe we
Maybe
go
it'll be
to?
a Christmas party or something, so you can put on
always
fake
a Christmas
lashes.
Party. I might do a fake lash.
Great.
But do you think I will be more fuckable? Or do you think I'm going to look like this sad middle-aged woman who's trying? I don't want to look like I'm trying too hard.
Sure. No, I think you're going to be golden either way. I wouldn't worry about that. But yeah.
Should I not worry about that?
What do you mean?
Here's another thing I'm realizing. I don't first of all, I don't know how to twerk. We've established.
Yeah, I mean,
and
that
it's
is
scary
very
with
true.
my back to even try.
Yeah.
But
listeners should know it's the thing I wish you could do more than anything else. And it's kind of a big problem in our relationship.
It's a big issue.
There's some context.
Couples therapy, thousands of dollars down the drain. I just wish you could twerk.
Yeah.
No, I love dancing.
Ah.
And I wonder if there is an era for me
to twerk,
to embrace my sexuality more and being sexy more. Now,
I think you're super sexy.
I know that you do think that, and I love that about you. But sometimes I'll bring the girls out a little bit for a formal wear situation. The girls are coming to play.
Yeah.
My breasts.
Yeah.
But I'm not I thought about trying to, take sexy pictures or something.
Some boudoir pics?
No, more
You mean for the gram?
Yes.
You mean you're out at a event and maybe you're with some friends and the pose is a sexy pose?
Yes, I don't know what to do. I'm I feel like I'm a seal leopard sitting there going I don't know. And or I'll make fun, make a joke or something or do something exaggerated. But what if I really did want to be sexy? I don't know how.
I truly don't know how to respond to this. I feel like there's potential landmines everywhere. I feel like also I don't want all of a sudden want your Instagram to be all these sexy pics and us to be out in public. And now are you trying to flirt with people too? Does that become part of it? What are you after?
No. Andy.
Yes.
You know what I love about fall?
Tell me.
Sweater weather.
Ooh.
And so excited to be partnering with Quince, who has the most incredible fall staples. I am currently wearing their Mongolian cashmere dolman sleeve Henley sweater in red. I love it so much. I feel so cozy, but it's not so hot that it's going to make me sweat.
Okay.
Which during this kind of transitional fall, you really want the good stuff.
I love that color red.
Thank you. And Quince makes the good stuff, but at such reasonable prices, and they are an ethical company. These are things I absolutely love. So you, dear listener, can find your fall staples at Quince. Go to quince.com/NLR for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's now available in Canada, too.
Ooh.
So that's QUINCE.com/NLR to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/NLR. Andrew,
Yeah.
you know what's right around the corner?
The holidays.
They are. You nailed it. The holidays are sneaking up fast. It's not too early to get your shopping done. You know, I like to stay on top of it. But the great news is we can all actually have fun with it. Now, our sponsor today is a company I already know and love and use. You might remember, Andy, that last year I got you your make your own hot sauce kit.
Yes.
I got a smartphone controlled paper airplane for one of our children. Those were both from Uncommon Goods.
Ah.
It's such a fun place to shop. It finds all sorts of cool products that are high quality, very unique, often handmade or made in the United States. Many are crafted by independent artists and small businesses, which we love to support.
Some might call them uncommon.
So our listeners should shop early, have fun, and cross some names off your list and know that you're going to bring them so much joy with the unique finds you find. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/NLR. That's uncommongoods.com/NLR for 15% off. Now, don't miss this limited time offer, my friends. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary. I don't know. I'm kind of all over the place. I'm excited about makeup. I'm kind of stepping into a new era. But also, just so you know, like 2 weeks ago, I was like, I'm going to start teaching dance classes. Like, I am.
You're going to teach
No,
dance
I'm
classes?
not. That was a thought I had. I said it to you. I said, what if I taught at the like little rec center, community center thing, a little dance class for the kids?
I'm sorry. Was this really a conversation we had? I'm sorry. I really don't think I remember this. You said you want to start teaching it. I mean, I could maybe see that for kids.
Yeah, for the kids. Like,
what class? Hold on.
No,
Tell me.
but my
No,
point
play.
is,
Hold on. I have a question.
Okay.
What class did you envision? Because I know you jumped ahead with that. What type of dance class? What's the name of it on the like coming up fall schedule?
Kids hop or something, like hip hop. I don't know. I'm
So
just like
hip hop.
But not really. And I don't know how to teach. I mean, there are so many barriers in the way to this, but I do miss dancing. I feel like here in LA, the bar is too high. Like, I'd love to take a hip hop class. We've been down this road before. It's such a commitment. And then you go, and then there are people who are like backup dancers for Rihanna or whatever. I want something that's easier.
Let me push pause. I need to role play. I work at the rec center, okay?
Okay.
This is your interview. You reached out to us.
Yes.
Okay. And hey, thanks for reaching out to us. That's really amazing. You know, we are trying to come up with more offerings for the rec center and for the kids.
Oh, great.
And yeah, our dance offerings do pretty well. You know, last season we had Melanie from insert that really cool place, you know, but she's now on tour with Rihanna. And so, you know, we probably do have a slot. Tell me a little bit about your dance background.
You asshole. Are they laughing like this?
No, absolutely
based
not.
On how I
absolutely
look?
not. Reset.
Because I have the wing.
No. Sorry. Very good note that you just gave me. I'm getting back into character. Tell me about your background. Tell me about your dance background.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for asking. I will be honest. I'm not a professional dancer.
Oh, okay.
I danced all through my childhood.
So, like, what years would you say?
I was born in 79, so 82 to 97. I was dancing pretty much nonstop.
So, like 4 years old to 17 years old?
Exactly.
Okay.
So, and then I've taken dance classes intermittently. I'll be honest, this isn't for like, I'm not doing like a K-pop, training program here. I just want to have kids learn the very basics. So we'll start with a warm-up with fun music. It's more about having fun and learning about movement.
Okay. And
choreographing little dances. There's not going to, there might be like an end of the 10-week little performance, but it's not, something that you need to bring grandparents to or anything. It's just, this is for like fun.
Oh boy.
This It's for fun. What else do you have going on in this place? It looks like it needs a facelift.
Oh, now you're bringing judgment to the rec center? Are you kidding me? Let me get back into character, though, real quick. So you took classes when you were a child. Have you ever taught dance before?
I didn't just take classes. I lived classes. Okay. And have I taught dance before? No, but I was the captain of my cheerleading team, which did a lot of kind of dance adjacent. I mean, we were athletes doing cheerleading. For 2 years, I was captain. And
I'm sorry,
competed.
Are dancers not athletes to you? Well, we really appreciate you reaching out, and we have a lot to think about. We're going over the schedule for next season, but we'll definitely circle back and let you know. And like, thanks again for having the courage to reach out. That's really admirable.
Okay.
My biggest note for you was the grandparents line. You don't need to bring the grandparents.
Well, I just am trying to say, like, listen, and our kids have taken dance classes there from like great teachers, but the performances, I mean, it's not, no one needs to go out of their way to show up to these performances.
That's great.
I think it would be like a fun thing to do with our kids. I love spending time with them and getting...
You would want them to be in your class.
Well, now...
That seems a little tricky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Might get embarrassed or something.
Yeah. What if you just taught a dance class at the house with the kids as like a fun thing to do?
Just like the three of us?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You understand. I'm a little worried that you're like a little delusional right now. The disappointment and like you being like, why would I ever do that? Like, that doesn't even make sense. That's the vibe I'm getting from you.
No.
Where that is the plausible option in this scenario.
No, you're right. It's like, I want to take it seriously. And so I would have to prepare for it. And I will. I'll do that. That's a good place to start.
Because I might enroll in that class even. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know that it's not like an adults and kids class. No, that's great. That's great. It's going to be great. Whatever iteration it takes. I actually brought that up to show you that I am a little delusional right now. And I'm like trying to think of things that spark joy. I keep talking about like, I'll take an oil painting. I'm in this phase. And I feel like my sister has seen me in these phases so many times where I'm like, what personality am I adopting next? Like, what thing am I taking on?
Yeah.
And it's a fun phase in many ways, but also like you shouldn't put too much weight into anything I'm saying.
Yeah. I was thinking about this same sort of thing a little bit. This is getting a little more heavy and serious, which maybe what you're talking about actually does have subtones of a very serious thing for us to be worried about, your midlife crisis. But I have been, I love all the video editing stuff that I've been learning over the last couple of years with editing our podcast, making the clips and all that fun stuff. And then on my Instagram for a little while, I was making fun videos with my music and just like, and there's like a program called After Effects. That's like a nice complement to the video editing software Premiere that I use, which like I haven't messed around with that much lately. Mm-hmm. But then in the launching of BETH'S DEAD, I've needed to use some of the tools in that a little bit more. So I've been like getting a little bit back into it and like, oh, this is so fun learning all this stuff and the crazy things you can do.
Yeah.
And so of course now that Reddit's popping up in my feed.
Yes.
But every day there is a Reddit post that is from someone that's between 35 to 55. And the post is basically like, I've been doing this for 20 years and I feel like the whole industry is completely changing and I'm getting left in the dust and I have no joy for this thing at all anymore. And there's all these people piling on like, yeah, bro, I'm in the same boat. I know exactly what you mean. And it's a feeling that sort of resonated with me.
They do it professionally?
Yeah. So it's people that have been doing this as a career their whole life that don't have anything else to fall back on. And they're like, either I'm...
Speak to the choir. I mean, all of us are kind of feeling disillusioned with whatever it is we've been doing.
This year with the podcast and everything has afforded me to do less music as my job stuff.
Yes.
But the truth with
also,
all of that... Also,
you have a commercial running in Japan. That's nice.
Yes. I have some Apple stuff running in Japan, which is very cool.
Yes.
But I haven't been doing much music, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that resonates about these motion graphics people to me is like, in many ways, I feel like I've really lost that love for music, having done it as a job for so many years.
Well, that's the danger.
It's a huge danger because it used to be the thing I loved more than anything in the world, that I would do the second I got home from work. I would just chain smoke and do music for hours and hours and hours.
Mm-hmm.
And it really has been a sadness lately that like I literally have not been able to tap into it at all.
Well, I think, listen, I relate to that so much. I'd say 6 months ago, I was feeling very disillusioned with writing, not really feeling inspired. I think going to France sparked some inspiration, and then surrounding yourself with people. Like I had lunch with my friend Kulap the other day. She's always so inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
I have ideas I want to write now, and I'm excited, and I'm working on a feature with one of my closest friends. It's been really kind of stepping back into it, but sometimes you do have to step away and listen. We are so lucky. If you go back to that kid who was chain smoking, all he wanted to do was make money making music.
Sure.
And now it's kind of evolved. I mean, you did all the music for BETH'S DEAD, which I think is incredible.
Sure.
You're still working in that realm, and now all of your skills are coming together in new ways. That's exciting.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to take a break, and you don't need to layer judgment on that. There has to be times where you're just not feeling inspired, and you're that's what happens when something becomes your job, if you're lucky enough like we are to do that.
Yeah.
And there are, of course, times, I mean, there have been long stretches of time where I felt like I'm clocking in and clocking out. It's not inspiring work.
Sure.
But there were usually things off to the side that were inspiring, or things I had excitement about.
Mm-hmm.
For the podcast, interestingly, was always this side thing.
Yeah.
And now, especially with BETH'S DEAD coming out and stuff, I'm who knows where podcasting is going to take us?
Sure.
This was a whole new form of storytelling. And also thanks to everyone who is supporting us in checking that out.
Yeah.
So I totally hear you, but I'm wondering if you can reframe it and not have this sadness. It's different from those guys on the After Effects who are going, the whole industry is changing, and that's what they've been doing solidly, and they have nothing else to find inspiring, I guess.
It feels pretty similar to me, though, but again, I feel very fortunate that I've had this last year to be able to focus on the podcast and that help. But, I started kind of slowly getting out of doing artist stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's come up and down over the years. I was very lucky to do some very rewarding stuff with Apple, which I would pinch myself as a kid to do.
Yes.
But yeah, it just feels like this interesting kind of evolution.
Mm-hmm.
And I really relate to those people. But it's interesting. I'm lurking in their world because I'm this is something
exciting
outside that I find creatively fulfilling. And I also just haven't had time to do anything just for myself. That maybe that's it. But when I ask myself that question, would you be making music? I'm no, that I probably wouldn't.
Right.
So
well, you can feel, I don't mean to be don't feel sad. Of course you can. And we're all human. And I went through a huge stretch of untangling my ego from my career in the last couple of years. And I feel like I'm in a much, much better place for it. And I'm grateful for that process, but not to say it wasn't painful to go through. It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
Having said that, I wanted to say you have a refrain like over the years to me, even privately, where you're like, I'm not doing it for me. I'm not doing
Twerk.
something for
Just
myself.
twerk for me. Is that the refrain? Sorry.
No, that you just said right now, I haven't had time to do anything for myself,
Yes.
which I know what you mean,
Yeah.
but that it has like a really emotional connection for you to like be able to be creative just for you
being creative
and to express yourself that way, which I find really interesting because I feel like you've expressed yourself in all of your music. Beth's Dead that you have worked on so much. We just recently talked about this because I'm like having ideas for development in TV again, which is kind of tricky because it's such a like unknown right now and like unlikely for it to work out. And I just kind of got out of the 2 years ago where I put so much work into things and nothing sold. I'm like, am I really stepping into this world again? And doing Beth's Dead with you and Monica has been so fulfilling because we've been working on it for 2 years and we don't answer to anyone. It's just us. Like, even in terms of the marketing and like all of it is something we get to make. We're not beholden, which is such a huge part of TV development. It's like you get these notes. They make, at best, they're like lateral moves.
Yeah,
not
it's
always.
layers and layers of different gatekeepers, sort of. Right?
Exactly. So it's funny to me that I know what you mean when you say I haven't done anything for myself. What you mean is like going back to the purity of you chain smoking in your apartment, just making music or being creative that's just yours is so important to you.
For no reason other than to have that outlet sort of, and the feeling that gives you.
Yeah, look, you're getting emotional.
Yeah.
It's very emotional to you.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily have that. I'm kind of like, I feel like I climbed the mountain and I found a level of success that I'm very proud of. Same, this is how I feel like you would feel, where it's like looking back at me trying so hard to break into TV writing. Well, I did that. I did it.
Yeah.
I don't. And to me, I'm like, oh, I'd love to write a book. I have a book idea I'm going to do. And very excited about that. But no part of me is like, I can't like it's oxygen for you. I can't get by without just doing like writing or something that's not to put out. I don't know.
It's almost like it's this loss of being able to tap into that feeling, sort of. Like it's separate than that other stuff you're talking about, like the success or any of that stuff. It's like, oh, I can't tap into that version of creativity when I was that age. And the feeling that gave me is like such a good feeling. I will tell you where I got sort of close to it was this summer in Bordeaux working on our family videos.
Yes.
That felt very magical.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Those videos that you made, you like put to incredible music of the kids. Obviously, we don't share that publicly, but those are so beautiful. I actually played it for my friend at lunch yesterday because we were talking about France, and
that's sweet.
They're so beautiful. And yes, I see that for you in that. And I think it's really special. It's just interesting to me that as a fellow creative person, I don't really have that. It's not a need for me.
Yeah.
I'm happy to, like, any work I'm doing creatively, I'm happy to put it out there.
Yeah.
Happy to capitalize,
Yeah.
But I think I like that about you. I think it's cool. Like, there's something pure about that. And like, you're a true artist, kind of, in the sense that you need that, I guess.
I miss it. Yeah.
Miss it.
Yeah. I've been getting by without it.
Because
I have been able to flex my creative proclivities, if you will, with all the stuff we've been doing. I mean, I've been having so much fun doing all the Beth's Dead stuff and all of the stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't enjoy that stuff, but I'm saying when the day is over, I'm not like, I gotta go make music, where that used to be the case.
Right.
Yeah.
So you need to find this other outlet.
Yeah.
You should teach dance at the rec center. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What could I teach at a rec center? I could
Well,
teach a bunch of cool, this kind of stuff.
I was thinking about it. I want to talk more about it on our Patreon episode, but we just went to a like school tour for
Oh,
our
yeah.
kids'
That
middle
was very
school
cool.
and high school. And I was so impressed with, it's LAUSD public school, like the programs they offer. I mean, listen, these schools have a little wear and tear,
Oh, it looks
a
like
little prison-like.
Yeah, it looks like an LA school. That's for sure.
But it's not the facilities. It's like the passion and the administration and the teachers. And I know we were on this tour, so we're kind of getting sold the bill of goods. But just there's so much offered and in film production and horticulture and like all of these different lanes that in sports and all of this stuff. And I was thinking, like, you could totally go teach. They'd be thrilled to have you teaching podcasting or editing or, music. I mean, there are so many things that you could go teach.
Well, I have the credentials to teach like a music production class.
Yeah.
Or definitely, I think, a podcast production class.
Yeah.
Not qualified for a video editing class.
Okay.
I'm just showing you the difference of like going to a job that you have credentials with, not that you just took classes as a child. You're going in being like, I did iMovie as a kid.
To teach, no. To teach at a rec center, I think you could go in and say, I'll do a video production class.
But real quick, though, let's give a little due to the dance classes our kids have taken. Those teachers were rad and great, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You're
Yes.
painting a picture that like to teach at the rec center. And also, our kids been doing swimming lately at a rec center.
Oh, we
Huge
use the
kudos
rec
to those
center
people.
a ton.
I love the rec centers.
It's one of my favorite things about living here is there's so much great stuff at the rec center.
Yeah.
I'm not poo-pooing you're being really offensive right now. I think I would bring for like basics dance, I could teach a basics dance class.
But you'd be very qualified. Let's move back to the high school for a minute. As a writing class, a script writing class, you could do a podcasting class too. Just like what you have bona fides in, if you will, what your resume has.
So do you remember when we first moved to LA, we had a neighbor who had a horse therapy program for kind of like
vaguely, yes.
LAUSD teens who maybe needed a little. I actually don't really know what the situation was, but it was like, I don't even know if you can if it's PC to say troubled teens anymore, but it was teens who maybe need a little extra attention and TLC through their learning journey.
Broken ones.
No.
I'm kidding.
But it was a really cool program, and it was like these horse stables here in LA, and it was cool. This program that gave these kids responsibility around these majestic animals and stuff like that. But part of it was like a creative writing thing that I volunteered to teach.
I vaguely remember that. Yeah.
So it was like an 8-week thing.
Okay.
They broke me. I went in with full of hope and dreams of oh my gosh, creativity. I do believe being creative and being in nature is such a important outlet for humanity and to reconnect with our higher power or whatever. And I had all these stars in my eyes about giving them these writing prompts that are going to change their lives. I didn't get an inch with these kids. It was a hard experience, tops to bots. I failed. I was such a failure through this. I remember, and so just to put your mind at rest, I'm not going to be looking at a trajectory where I'm teaching high school kids anything, because it turns out, I had been a nanny when I first moved to LA for a baby.
Yeah.
And I was really good at that and stuff. And babies are a whole different thing. And I wanted to break through with them and connect, but they had my number, these kids. They were way too smart to put up with any of my do-gooder bullshit. You know, they were human beings who have knew more than me. I'll tell you that much.
But also maybe like that's a hard gig to sign up for too, where you're leading the creative writing thing at the horse place. Like they're already there for the horse thing. It's almost like when you see like a stand-up comedian open for like a big music act where you're like, this just ain't your spot, man.
Maybe, and that's very generous of you. But imagine me stupid. I mean, not stupid. I'm being really mean to both of us this day, and I'm so sorry for that.
I apologize too for like not buoying your dance dreams and stuff.
Okay.
If we're gonna,
But imagine me like 22 or
yeah, positive.
20.
You're positive.
No, wait, we moved here. I was 30.
But you're being positive. I
I
think
was
I know what
being
you're saying.
positive, like, oh my gosh, that's such a cool program. And her being like, you know, we're actually looking for someone to do this creative writing. And me going, whoa, that's so cool. I think I would really love that. And I'm thinking about like Good Will Hunting and the
Yeah.
Robin Williams character.
Totally. You're being so
Wow.
friendly to the kids when you meet
Oh
them.
my gosh. And like,
Too friendly. Yeah, way too friendly.
Way. I mean, they smelled me coming a mile away.
Well, you really, to get the respect, right, you
Yeah.
have to really play. That's an interesting dial of friendliness with respect with high school kids.
Really rough. So I was so ready for that to be done. I shouldn't say they. The situation and my naivete going into it chewed me up and spit me out. I was like, never again. And it really made me realize I'm not cut out to be a creative writing teacher for teenagers.
This reminds me, and maybe this is when you did tell me the dance class thing. Was it during the same conversation recently where you told me like I could teach something and you're like, you're a good teacher. And I was like, no, I'm not.
Yes.
And then you said to the kids like, isn't your dad a good teacher? And it was just silence in the room. What were we talking about?
Probably that.
But what was the context? It wasn't like, let's become teachers. It was, what was the context?
I don't know, but I was thinking about how
Had the kids just, maybe it was the kids were signing up for classes at their school or after school or something?
Oh, that could be. That could be. Anyway, I do think you're a good teacher, and I think that they know that you're a good teacher. Listen, you had it covered during COVID. You were like managing a kindergartner and a second grader.
I'm not a good teacher though.
Okay.
But
Well,
anyways.
here we are. We do have skills.
Yeah. Not
And that's
math
the best
skills.
that's the best we can hope for.
God, one of our kids yesterday was asking me how math is different. He's like, I've heard you say that like math is so different now. Like, how is it different? And I was like, I have no idea. I remember none of that stuff. All I
Yeah.
know is when I see you working on it and how they're teaching it, it seems way different. But I can't like pinpoint it.
It's the how they teach it now. It's different.
I know, but they want to
It's
like,
I mean, we used to do division we'd like make, the little division house. And then you take these numbers and do it.
They don't do the house?
I don't know that they don't do the house. I think that they do eventually. But the way they come into math is way more about like the tens. It's like separating into tens and hundreds and all of that stuff where I feel like we were kind of, it's just the different way in. But math is the same. Like math is the same.
Math is math.
The way you learn seems very different and confusing to me. But that's just because we learn differently. And also like our kids, they're both so good at math that I feel like they're going to surpass whatever we made it to very soon.
All right, this is sort of related to what we're talking about and you being too friendly to the kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going through my Feedly feed this morning and there's this article, 6 non-cringe ways to make yourself instantly more magnetic.
Oh, okay. By the way, cringe is exactly the right word because I look back and not only was I friendly and like I had this like savior thing of like, I'm going to come, this obnoxious, like, I'm going to come in and really change things here.
Okay, wait, this is really interesting, actually.
Is it?
Yeah. Because number 1 on this is express genuine care for and interest in others.
Oh,
Now, I do think you're coming into the situation. You just described it like I thought I could change, right? These be helpful, right?
yeah, like unlock something for them that would be an asset for them.
Okay, so maybe is it coming from a little bit of a selfish place, sort of? Because you're
No.
like, I can
I
can
hate
do
to
this.
say this, but and listen, this was like, I don't know, 20 years ago or whatever it
Yeah.
was. This like white savior thing.
Oh,
I'm
interesting.
coming, not that, there were white kids there too, but it was like LAUSD
Sure, okay.
kids who were in this program specifically because there were issues at home or at school or whatever
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
So I'm coming and going like, here's a writing prompt. If I could, if I were a butterfly or whatever the stupid fucking thing was okay, go ahead.
Okay. Number 2, support others through challenging times.
Ugh.
Wait, but this seems like so far you're
learned
checking
this
off
ain't
the boxes.
case. This ain't the case.
How so?
Oh, just like how I do feel like those boxes were checked and they blew up in my face.
Okay, number 3, practice forgiveness instead of blame.
Okay.
Let's get away from the kids and the horse thing
What's
for a
the
minute.
context for this list? I don't like
It's
it.
how to be more magnetic, instantly magnetic to people.
Like to people or to friends or to family? I don't really
I think
understand.
to everything. Number
Okay.
4, be an inspiration. Rather than looking to others for how to act or who to be, become an inspiration. Lead the way, unapologetically following your intuition and catering to your own needs and desires. Ground yourself in your own body, express kindness and acceptance to yourself and others, and watch how the right people flock to you, wanting to bask in your light.
This is all feeling really yucky.
Do you think this
I
is
really
like...
don't like this. Like, I feel like someone who has a major savior complex wrote this.
Or AI, probably.
Yeah, like, here's how you do it. And it's like, it feels culty, kind of. Like, it's like, here's how to be magnetic.
Yeah.
I think just being authentic and kind-hearted.
Well,
But
that's kind of what a lot of this is saying.
I don't think so. I don't think being authentic doesn't mean like you be the inspiration. I mean, it just sounds like someone who's really full of themselves and like,
You're going to love this next one.
okay.
Find meaning in every moment. Life is meant to be savored and deliciously experienced, not only on special occasions. To become more magnetic, you must make the most of every single day, finding purpose in all of life's seasons. When you're living from a place of gratitude, you make every moment special and welcome others to do the same.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And I hear it loud and clear. It wants me to pull my boobs out a little more all the time, not just for special occasions.
That's what you got from that
They
one?
should make an appearance
Lead
every
with
day.
lead with integrity is the last one. With integrity, this is so stupid.
What a dumb.
I'm clicking on something that says
List.
marriage tips, though.
Oh, can
We
use some
could
of those.
use some of those. Okay, want to strengthen your relationship? Try this.
Great.
Here we go. Ready?
Yes.
A few years back, author Cody Sanchez, shout out Cody, coined the team method, a daily practice that's supposed to benefit couples. Are you familiar with the team method?
Twerk, eat, ass, meat.
I think what you meant was twerk, eat, ass more. Right?
Yes.
Whoa. She went on to explain that she and her husband are incredibly busy people, usually energetically depleted by the end of each evening.
Oh, well.
So to try to reconnect despite all the chaos, they did a daily challenge, a 10-minute nightly check-in. Okay, team. What the fuck does team stand for? Oh, here we go. Touch. Number 1.
Okay.
While it might seem obvious, physical intimacy, not just sex, is a great way to reconnect with your partner. The T in team is all about touch. Hold hands, sit next to each other on the couch.
Cute.
Great. Okay. Next, what do you think E is? Besides, what was it?
Eat. Enjoy.
Education.
Ew.
When we get into long-term relationships, we often reach a point where conversations become mundane. Don't we know it? especially when we're exhausted by the end of the day.
That's true.
However, setting up a small ritual for emotional and intellectual connection can help clear that energy. What the fuck does that have to do with education?
I don't know. I think it's emotional connection. But you know what? We do that when it's nice out
Yeah.
and our like outdoor furniture isn't covered.
Yeah.
We have those moments, and I was literally thinking the other night, man, we haven't had that in a long time. We're at like 5 p.m. We get a bevy and we go and hang out and chat on the couches outside.
Well, we get to do that when we do this podcast too. So we've had plenty of that.
Well,
but I know it's when you're saying it's outside.
Like daily kind of.
Okay, the education thing, it says you each share one thing you learned that day.
Oh, okay. We do at dinner with our kids, good, bad, funnies.
Yeah, that's
usually,
a good point.
Which is nice.
Okay, A, you said ass.
Yes.
And it's ass.
Is it?
No. It's appreciation, expressing gratitude. That's nice. M.
Could use a little more. Go ahead.
M, I will fucking... If you get M right,
okay.
What will I give you? I'll twerk for you right now.
Okay.
That's not a big gift for you.
How many guesses do I get?
As many as you want.
Okay. Mutual masturbation.
Nope, it's only one M, but great guess.
Okay.
Or not a good guess for what it actually is. I don't want to throw you off the scent.
Make believe that your marriage is good.
Make believe. Okay, I want to stop you there because that's too good a guess. Let me just tell you what it is. You're never going to get it. Metrics.
Ew. This is so
I don't understand
clinical.
this. Okay, wait. The metric portions of the team method is excellent for these moments. Here's the tough part. Usually when you're upset, you tell them that moment. That gets naggy 321 times a day. What the hell? This author seems... With the check-in, you wait or write it down and bring it in at this time. Wait, holy shit, what is going here?
I have a list.
Don't fight when elevated, but you always get to explain your point. Metrics was huge. What?
I'm going to start making my lists every day of all the things.
Okay, this woman that made up this team method for saying 321 times a day, are they rolling up at this after their nice touch?
With like
a little,
a
little gratitude, and then fucking damn.
Hey, let me ask you something, because she sounds like someone who taught dance in childhood and wants to teach at the rec center. What are her credentials?
It just says that Cody coined the team method.
Okay.
Hold on, let me
probably during a get ready with me.
Oh, wait, is this just a random fucking person? Hold on. They run a portfolio of companies at Contrarian Thinking.
Whoa. I'm listening. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, that's great. Whatever works for you. I don't really like this, like...
She also has a book called Main Street Millionaire, How to Make Extraordinary Wealth Buying Ordinary Businesses.
Oh, I have a lot. I have I'm getting nothing against her. I'm sure she's wonderful. I'm getting a strong whiff of a person who is those people who are like, how to make it big at business. And their book becomes a #1 Times bestseller. And that's how they've made it big at business.
Isn't that interesting?
Or I'm what are those people called? Life coach. And you're like, how did you
I feel like that's half of YouTube. That half of YouTube is how to make it on YouTube. You know?
Right.
And then they have a class or something.
Right.
Wait, can I read you one of her tweets? This is kind of interesting to me. I have a friend who used to work for 2 billionaires. After all he's seen, he said to me, I wish you not one penny over 299 million. Really gets completely lost somewhere after that. I think about that sometimes. What do they mean by that? You're not supposed to make more than 299 million?
Well, I worked for several billionaires.
Did they give you drop some knowledge on you like this?
Well, I wasn't supposed to speak or look at them. I mean, Mary Tyler Moore was so sweet to me. She was the exception.
I don't know if she was a billionaire, though. Definitely a millionaire.
Oh, let's look it up. Was Mary
There's not a world where she's a billionaire.
She's passed.
I said was.
No. She was only worth 60 mil.
Yeah.
So that's why she was still human. It was under the 299.
You get more than $2.99, you're a monster.
But I did work for a couple and doing their terrace gardening and indoor florals for my incredible boss, Susie, who was a true artist at florals and gardening. And they all seem pretty fucking miserable.
Yeah.
I think something happened. Well, listen, put the ethics aside. I mean, I just showed you the other night, Elon Musk's now over 500 billion. And like, there's this graph that puts it into perspective of how much wealth that is compared to anything else.
It's insane.
It's so reprehensible that one human being has that amount of wealth and there is still poverty and famine and, you know, the inequity is so grotesque. So he's evil and like, I don't really believe in hell and stuff, but I do think that there's going to be a real tough moment for him. I do think there's something to, after you die, you might feel the way you made others feel, like in a small and large scale thing. And so that might be a tough time. Not that I think time is also meaningless then, so I don't really understand how our brains can't really get there. But I do think that when you have that level of wealth, it is like so isolating in some ways because you can't trust if people like want to be with you for the right reasons.
Oh, that's the curse of wealth, celebrity, all of that stuff for sure. Yeah,
and then you question like, do I have any value outside of the people who
I don't think those people have that feeling at all.
Oh, I 100% think that they do. When you set out, and we've even seen it, we watched like a Mr. Beast video recently from 12 years ago, and all he did was eat, drink, and breathe. Like, I must have 1 million YouTube followers and all of this stuff. To me, there's like, in some ways it's admirable to have that sort of kind of blindsided goal.
Yeah.
But there's also such a sadness because their sense of self-worth is so tied to these markers of achievement. And when those markers of achievement are solely tied to money and how much money you can hoard, I think that speaks to such a deep insecurity. And it fucks out. I mean, the show Succession, I feel is very based closely on one of the people I worked for.
Well, no, it's pretty public who that's based on.
Is it Murdoch?
I think it's like loosely based on Murdoch and another like press magnet person. But yes, I think you're right.
One of the people I worked for was like definitely
in that world
of that ilk. And I think that it fucks up families. I mean, the family shit becomes so messy. Like money becomes the most important character in that story in a way that like, I think it really, so even putting the ethics and the immorality aside, I think like in some ways I do have compassion for people who get there because it speaks to something that's like actually deeply broken. And I don't think that they are going to live a life while they might have all the creature comforts they could ever want. And once you get past a certain level, it's like, what else? It becomes meaningless, right?
Right. I think I was disagreeing with you about something, but we were talking about two different things before. I think what you're saying is like spot on. I think that fuel can be slightly different from people from person to person. And, you know, I don't know exactly what that is for Elon. Like it truly might be, I want to get to Mars and all this stuff. Like he has some pretty crazy out there ideas fueling all this stuff. But yeah, for a lot of those people, it's just more wealth, more wealth, more wealth. And like once you have it, then it's like, shit, I don't want to lose this. How do I get more of it? And like, it must be such a crazy fucking mindset. And it's weird.
And like your interpersonal relationships are all effective. I feel like it kind of depletes the richness of life, like the beautiful tapestry of life of, you know, depth of relationships and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I agree. I mean, I think my number's a little smaller than 299 million. I think you're already there.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
What do you mean you think you're already there? Of the darkness?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a lot of money.
What is that amount to you? I'm like, I feel like 20 million puts you where you're like, you're good.
Oh, wait, are we talking money where you're good or where you have
Where
too
you
much?
can still trust like relationships. And I mean, even 20 million feels wild, but I don't know.
I also
It's
think
kind of gross to put a number to
matters
it,
a
but-
lot how you live with it, right?
Yeah.
Because you could have $20 million and it be a stressful lifestyle if you have 3 houses and you're traveling all the time. And like, I'm saying like financially,
Yeah.
like the idea that like you could lose that lifestyle. And so to those people in your orbit, you probably seem pretty normal and grounded, where to us, you'd be like, holy shit, they're so wealthy and crazy. Does that make any sense,
I think
sort of?
you're also speaking, you grew up in Sun Valley, Idaho, and saw like levels of wealth and I guess they were in St. Louis as well, but I never really knew what the level of wealth was there.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I knew as a kid, but I mean, I sort of knew.
I think
but,
it's
like,
really hard to wrap your head around someone having that much money and fearing that they could lose it, but I'm sure you're right.
Yeah.
Now, and like lottery, people who win crazy lotteries, like
yeah.
their risk of dying by suicide
Yep.
jumps. And so you're totally right. I mean, I think it just becomes very tricky. But who was the millionaire/billionaire who was notorious for, I feel like he had Kmart or something like that, living very modestly in the Midwest? Like he lived in the same house that he bought with his wife.
Well, Steve Jobs is one of those guys. He was very, he stayed in his house. I mean, he lived rich, but like pretty modest rich. But are you thinking, I don't think it's Sam Walton.
Warren Buffett.
Oh, well, Warren Buffett's a whole other beast.
Berkshire Hathaway.
He seems like the one billionaire that kind of figured it out, right?
Yeah, he lived in the same 5-bedroom house in Omaha, Nebraska, which he bought for $31,000 in 1958.
Wow. Crazy.
I think that's the way to do it. I don't know like his whole situation, but obviously there's people who are so generous and put their wealth towards good things, and that must feel that's better. I remember being at one of the specific billionaire I'm thinking of. We'd have to scurry around like rats. Like we would scurry around, and you were familiar with this system in New York, like the whole underground system of tunnels under these fancy buildings, because you went around measuring for like glass and mirrors for your
Yeah, we
for
both
work.
worked in the service industry for those rich people in New York, and it's a weird underbelly, the back side of those buildings with
There's
all
a
the workers
literal
and everything.
underbelly, yes.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, it was so interesting because we'd go up to these unreal apartments and penthouses and take all of these flower arrangements down from the week before. We had to like look very nice and fit in. And then we'd go down to these basements that had like tunnels connected, like water dripping down on us as we, in the dark with like a single hanging light bulb, put together these like $5,000 worth of incredible floral arrangements every week. Then we go back up into the daylight through the service elevator. And like, as we stepped into the apartment, we had to look like we're like presentable people.
Yeah.
But I remember I was there once when an insurer was there at that specific person's apartment. And his style was very like Trumpy, like gilded gold stuff, not my not my bag. But there was this massive painting of this like tiger in the front hallway.
Yeah.
And the insurer was there, and the insurer was saying something to another house employee, like, this is like $150,000 a month to insure.
Whoa.
That was the first time, like, the perspective of, because I couldn't wrap my head around what is $1 billion? I don't fucking know.
Oh, when you start hearing like how much these people spend on flying every day, you're like, what? They're spending that much a day to fly around. Yeah. It's crazy.
That would stress me out, like to have a painting, to own a painting that was that expensive to insure.
Yeah, that
would be
seems-
so stressful to me. No matter how much money I had, you don't really feel like you own it. It's kind of like what we're talking about. Is this subscription really?
Yeah, that seems crazy.
Okay. We did it. We covered it all.
Eat the rich.
Good night.
Good night.